I swear I see this mistake with pretty much every single guy I talk to. Whether I'm either at a networking event, a school club, any situation where I'm socializing and I'm meeting new people, I always love to small talk with people, and one of the first things I do while I'm in conversation with someone is I try to dig deeper into them, try to figure out what things they like, what their goals are, what their ambitions are, and I always come across guys who have these crazy good ideas that can make them loads of money, a monetization activity, business, or skill. And I always ask them, why haven't they, put this into implementation? And the thing is, a lot of them just are wishing for it. They solely believe that they can wish their way into having this thing just exist. And there's no game plan that they have. There's no strategic analysis that they're preparing. There's no next step. And as a result, there's no way to create this. There's no way to bring this wish into reality. And I thought that maybe I'd give them the benefit of the doubt that, okay, maybe they just don't have the idea right now. Maybe it's they have a problem or a thing in their life that's really weighing down on them. They might have had a loss of a loved one, or they might have had financial focuses elsewhere. I give them the benefit of the doubt. But then I'll run into the same person maybe 6 months, 12 months later, and I'll check up on them, see how they're doing, small talk again, and then I'll bring up the idea that they had. And when they tell me 9.5 times out of 10 that they haven't started this yet, there has been zero progress made in the last year of you having this idea. And you didn't plan, you didn't execute a step, you didn't even get your toes into the water, bro. And for me to just sit there and process this, I don't understand. Why haven't you actually made progress towards this? It's one thing if you told me, hey, you tried this and you ran into a bad manufacturer, and as a result, it just hurt your pockets, and now you have to wait maybe 10 more months before you can try again. At least that's something. Obviously, I'm not happy that you ran into a problem so quickly, but I can at least help you with that. I can at least give you some advice. That way, the next time you start, or the next time you attack your goals, you can do it in a more strategic way, or you have a better idea of how to actually get the result you want. But when you try to tell me that there's nothing that you've done, you haven't even thought about this idea since the last time we spoke, it just shows a lot about your character. And if that's just the person you are and you don't have any ambition of being your own boss or being an entrepreneur, then I guess that's fine. But for you guys that are actually serious about being an entrepreneur, you have to stop wishing and start planning. The action for your goals or your business starts today. You have to come up with a strategic game plan that you can follow, and certain things that you can implement to actually bring your dreams into a reality. There's no point of just wishing before you go to bed every night that, okay, I really want this to happen, but I don't really want to work for it. I can't help laziness. I can't help you if you're lazy, but if you're ambitious and you have drive and you're willing to put in the time, put in the sacrifice, put in the hard work to actually get the ball rolling, then that's great. That's how guys like me, that's how other guys in this world can help you. There's a reason we like to talk to guys that have similar goals than us. Even if you're not as far along in your business or your strategy or your service than other guys are, they were once in your shoes. So as a result, they're more willing to talk to you and give you coaching because they don't want to see you go through the struggles that they went through. And if you're in this type of circle, it will benefit you so much more in the long run. Once you do have a big issue that you run into, you are going to ask for advice and you're going to get the appropriate information that you need. But for the guys that never start, there's no way for any coach to help them. There's no way that I can help you if you're too scared to start or if you're just too lazy. I can't fix laziness. It's just impossible. It's either you have it within you, you have to mentally install into your brain that you need to work hard for the things you want in life. If not, then they're not just going to randomly fall into your lap. If that was the case, then everybody would be having the dream that you want. In that case, I think you wished hard enough by now, right? Wouldn't the business that you pray for at night just magically fall into your lap? And I'm not saying not to pray for these things. I'm not saying not to wish for certain outcomes, but you also have to put in the work that is required of these outcomes. Other than that, you're just wasting your time, and you could be actually making progress, but you're just so fixated that it'll all magically appear in one day, when sadly that's just not the case. I want you to do this. Before you go to bed tonight, I need you to come up with 3 realistic business ideas you can start within the next year. If you don't have that much money right now, that's why I'm giving you a year to either work a part-time job or sell some old clothes in your house. Whatever you have to do to get the money, just focus a year towards actually having money to put towards your business. And you're gonna have 3 ideas to choose from. And by the time a year is up, you will have to pick one of these 3. At least have an idea of the business you want to get into, because I don't want you to have money and then just not have an idea to put it towards, and then you're like, oh, I can just go buy stupid stuff that I know I don't need, when the whole idea for making this money is to put it towards the business you want to start. You're going to have the 3 ideas, and you're going to come up with a 5-step game plan that you can implement within the first month of starting your operation. This could be calling manufacturers, talking to distributors, measurements, like whatever your business is, you're going to have to tailor it towards that. But I need you to do it 3 times to the 3 different businesses that you have some sort of interest or some sort of desire to start within a year from now. You could even ask like ChatGPT or AI what businesses would be best to start a year from now. Whatever research you have to do, put into it, and make sure that the plan is actually worthwhile. The plan has actually taken some sort of hard work and consideration, and you put some thought into it, because if you don't, you're only hurting yourself. Especially the person a year from now that is looking at these notes will just be confused. Have a game plan that you can implement a year from now, and then once that year comes, you're going to be ready to get the ball rolling right away. And once you do start this business, it's going to be hard. There's going to be a lot of things that you're not really prepared for, things that you didn't account for prior to planning, and now that you actually have to supplement time in for. So you start doing this, you start putting your off days towards you running your business, and you just kind of always thinking about your business. And then this is what's getting you ready to actually take strides in your business. Before you know it, you will get your first client, you will get your first customer, you will sell your first product, you'll get your first subscription. Whatever your demographics are, you will be actually reaching out to those people and making money. And this is going to continue to compound over time, because you're going to understand that, hey, it's actually possible to make money with your own business, and it's just going to allow you to see the world in a different way that you might not have been accustomed to. So in this period of time, you might not be super profitable, and you may not even be profitable, but as long as you're making progress throughout each month, or you're not necessarily making money in the sense of making progress, but if you're learning every step of the way, every month you're learning something new and how you can better yourself and better the business in the future. Because obviously, as an entrepreneur, you're not going to make the same money every single year, every single day, every single month. There are going to be ups and downs, but you are really tested on the peaks and the valleys of your business. What are you doing when you're about to go bankrupt? And what are you doing when you have so much money you don't even know how to spend? It's these things that you will think about, and you can actually only think about if you're truly an entrepreneur and you really are about the lifestyle that you say you are. And if you are, bro, and which I really hope you are, it starts today. It doesn't start tomorrow, it doesn't start yesterday. It starts today. Before you go to bed, come up with a plan. As a matter of fact, I want you to comment that the 3 ideas that you have. You don't even necessarily have to go super in detail, because I don't want anybody to steal your idea, but I need you to actually confirm with me that you've taken time and you've actually written down the goals that you want, or the 3 businesses that you potentially want to start in the future. Because if you're just hearing me talk and the words are going in one ear and out the other, then what was this for? What was the point of me talking to you? What was the point of me making this video? What was the point of you listening? You could have watched anything else, but you chose this video for right here and right now, and I want it to be worth your time. And this is the only way. So drop those comments below and I'll definitely check up with you guys.